everybody. Welcome to PCSN.
This is our 6th episode.
Our 6th episode, and we got a treat for you. We are working on when College Game Day makes picks for the games, and we were working on telling that story, and so we made the picks for this Saturday.
I'm going to say Ohio State.
And Rhonda did say Ohio State. And she had to change her pick, you'll see. But so we made the picks, and then we're going to see how we did. But part of it was looking at the games and trying to figure out who we thought would win, and then being able to tell that on a camera. And so this is that. And then also we have another thing. What else are we talking about today?
Special Olympics.
That's right. Haley and TJ and Robert are on the Paulding County Special Olympics basketball team. So they talk about their schedule a little bit, which we were also going to be reporting on. And then we have a few others. Johnny D, who plays for Defiance. So as soon as we get his schedule, Sheena cheers for Defiance. Oh,
Right there. Yep.
you can't see this girl, but she's here, I promise. And so that's going to be happening as well. And so I hope you enjoy this, and we will report next week who won all of the picks, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So let's check it out together, right?
Yes.
Check it out.
That portion of the show, crowd's going crazy, where we make our picks. Yes?
Jimmy.
So, this week's games. We have a lot of people who are picking. This week's games, first game we're going to pick is Florida versus Texas. Who do you got winning?
I'm going to say Texas.
All right, Jacob, who do you got winning?
Say, who is that, Jimmy?
All right, well, I got Texas.
Florida.
Texas.
Texas.
We got a good idea, but I'm going to pick Texas.
Florida.
Going Texas.
Texas.
And next game, Miami versus Georgia Tech. Miami's undefeated, heading into Atlanta to face the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech. Who do you got?
I'm going to go Georgia.
Oh, Georgia Tech picking the upset. Jacob, Miami or Georgia Tech?
Say, you're done, Jimmy. You're done, Jimmy.
I'm going to go with the Hurricanes on this one.
That's a big hard one, folks.
Which one?
That's a T.
Georgia Tech? All right.
That's a hard decision. Georgia Tech.
All right.
I'm going to have to go with Miami. They're pretty hot this year. So.
All right.
I'm going with the Hurricanes. Of course, because it's in Miami. So Miami wins.
All right.
Miami.
Top 25 matchup. The Georgia Bulldogs versus the Ole Miss Rebels. Rhonda, who do you got?
I'm going to say the Dogs.
Oh, the Bulldogs. All right. Georgia or Ole Miss?
So.
I'll take. I'm going to pick the upset. I'm going with Ole Miss on this one.
Bulldogs.
Okay.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Oh, wow. This could be a tough one, but I'm going with Georgia Bulldogs.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
All right.
We'll go Ole Miss.
Georgia.
Michigan facing the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana's undefeated. And Rhonda, who you got?
I'm going to say Michigan.
All right, Michigan. Jacob?
So.
All right, I got the Hoosiers.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Say Indiana.
Indiana.
I'm going with Indiana, but hopefully can win the Big Ten championship.
Michigan.
Indiana.
Oregon versus Maryland. Oregon is the number 1 team in the country facing Maryland. Who's going to win?
I'm going to go with Maria.
Maryland picking the upset. Jacob, Oregon or Maryland?
You're done, Maryland.
All right, I'll pick Oregon.
Maryland.
Maryland, all right.
Oregon.
By a landslide, Oregon.
I'm going with the number 1 rank, Oregon.
Oregon.
I guess Oregon, too.
We'll go Maryland.
Oregon.
Notre Dame versus Florida State. Florida State having a rough year this year. Notre Dame kind of on a roll. Who do you got, Notre Dame or Florida State?
I'm going to say Florida.
Florida State. Notre Dame or Florida State? I'm going to pick the Fighting Irish.
Florida State.
Fuller State.
Notre Dame.
Florida State.
Florida State.
I guess no choice. I'm pick Notre Dame for the win for the 5 hours.
Notre Dame.
I'll go Notre Dame.
Big matchup. Alabama versus LSU. Alabama going into the Bayou and facing both have 2 losses. Who do you have? The Crimson Tide or the Tigers?
Tigers.
Ugh, bad pick. All right, what about you?
Those.
All right, not so fast, my friend. I'm picking Alabama to roll in the Bayou and get the win.
This is for Jeremy. Overtime roll.
Alabama.
Although they have good colors for LSU, I'm going to have to go with Alabama.
Alabama, baby.
Alabama.
Alabama.
I think the Tide's going to roll right out. I'm going Alabama.
As much as I hate to say this. Roll Tide roll.
We got Washington Huskies versus Penn State. Penn State coming off a loss with Ohio State. Who do you got?
I want Huggy State.
Well, it's Penn State versus Washington State. So which one?
Darn it. Huggy State. What is it again? I can't remember it.
Penn State versus Washington State. Which one?
Huggy State?
Penn State?
Yeah.
All right. And what about you, Washington State or Penn State? I'm going with Washington State Huskies. I think Penn State is not going to be able to rebound after that loss.
Washington.
This is a hard decision. Penn State beat Ohio State, but Washington.
I would have to say, that's a tough one. It's at Washington. I'm going to have to say Washington. I think Penn State's going to put up a fight, but Washington, I think, got the home field advantage. So
Penn State.
Penn State.
Well, Penn State lost last week, but this time Penn State gonna win.
we'll go Washington.
I'll do Penn State.
And Minnesota Golden Gophers versus the Rutgers. Who do you got?
Huggy State Walkers.
Oh, going with the Rutgers. All right. What about you? I'm going with the Golden Gophers on this one.
This one right here? Yeah. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm going to go with Rutgers. I'm just kidding. Minnesota, just Minnesota. So, yep.
One good news with a bad team, Minnesota. Gophers and go win.
Minnesota.
I'll go with Minnesota.
I think the Gophers have this win.
I'll do Minnesota.
And for our game today, tensions are coming in high. Ohio State is on a roll, coming off a big win versus Penn State last weekend. And today they are playing the Purdue Boilermakers. And so with this pick, these fans are ready. Rhonda, who do you have, Ohio State or Purdue?
I always say Purdue.
Purdue?
No. Jeremy, you're serious. I want Huggy State.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. I'm also going with Ohio State. Jacob, Ohio State or Purdue?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I can't believe they're actually televising a practice of Ohio State, so I'm going to have to go with the Buckeyes.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
No trouble this time, Ohio State.
I'm going with the Boilermakers.
So, what do we say? O-H? I-O!
Hi, everybody. My name's Haley.
TJ. Robert.
We're on the 3 Special Olympics, bodybuilding Special Olympics. We got our schedules last night. The green thing is the way, and the red is our at Antwerp this year. And we got 2 sides, both in the back. Our first game is at November 18th. And then, so for, you guys can watch it. Watch it online or some come to my games. It'll be posted online and you can see it.
Go check it out.
Check it out.
And we have a lot of people, and we got New Jersey this year, and we're kind of excited.
What happened to our old ones?
It should be a whole lot of fun. So if you guys would please come out and support us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Jeremy hopefully will support us too. And then,
Maybe he's a fan.
and then we got one more. February 15th will be after school this year.
The Knights of Columbus tournament.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody can come watch us.
Yes, should be a whole lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, very good. That was awesome. All right, hey, we did it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa.
TJ, you were Lee Corso with a headgear pick.
Yeah.
We don't know what it looks like. We haven't edited it yet, but we did it. And so we'll see. Like I said, thanks for tuning in to PCSN, Paulding, or PC Sports Network. And we have a whole lot of fun. And TJ, anything else?
I don't think so.
Robert, anything else?
Me and Ben talked about me and versus the Cowboys.
That's right. What did you talk about?
If my Eagle win, we wear my Eagle shirt.
If the Eagles win and beat the Cowboys, Ben will wear your Eagles shirt. And what happens if the Cowboys beat the Eagles?
I wear his shirt too.
There you go, folks. All right. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on PCSN. See ya.